Welcome, Sexy Wookiees, to another episode of the Sexy Wookiee Squadcast. We are continuing reading Star Wars Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. This week's chapters are 19 to 24. If you'll excuse me, I'm late for a vote. It is your boy, Sexy Leader.
Hey, it's your girl, Sexy One.
It's your simp sexy too.
Let's go.
All right, guys. So, book club, Inquisitor simping hours, all that fun stuff.
Let it begin. We got a lot of Inquisitor in this last section. So I'm getting to know a little bit more about what that's all about. And I'm sure Jasmine was just in heaven.
I was, because I've heard of Sixth Brother before. Didn't know anything about him because I was like, okay, he's going to be in a book. I'm going to read about him. And I was like, I've add him to the fictional boyfriend list. I'm in love.
I gotta say, I like him. He seems a little bit more competent than the standard fare of villain that we've had so far. So I was like, yes, thank you. Somebody who's like took a look at the situation and figured something out and was like, I think it's obvious that they just went to the nearest place. Let's go check those hills. Duh. How did nobody else come to this conclusion? Like, I was like, okay, guy, get in here, get it done. I like that he didn't immediately just kill everybody, that he was very logical and like, oh, well, I couldn't expect them to capture a Jedi by themselves. So, I'm just going to write, a bad review or something, but let them keep their jobs. Like, oh, he seems very practical and logical. I'm like, I like this guy.
Oh, yeah. I love him, especially because I'm kind of chaotic and he's practical. And I'm like, we would just be perfect yin and yang together. Can you tell?
A buddy cop show, like a buddy Inquisitor show where you just hunt down Jedi.
Exactly. All right.
I'm sure you have real questions.
I do.
It'd be the sixth sister and a half.
Six sister and a half.
6.5.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just be Mrs. Sixth Brother. That's fine.
There you go.
We'll be like that husband and wife duo.
Like the dog, the bounty hunter, and his wife, just like hunting down criminals.
Jedi.
I haven't seen that show in I don't know how many. It took me a second. I was like, we're hunting dogs? No, that was his name.
The days of old television.
Oh, holy
my gosh. Yeah, you guys could get like a reality holo series. Oh my gosh, I can see it now. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm on a tangent.
He'll be good cop, I'll be bad cop because I'm just that wild.
Totally. He's always trying to just keep
my reality show would be Who Wants to Be a Force User?
Oh, that'd be so cool. You'll have like little obstacle courses for people to see if they can actually do it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I think that's on. Isn't that the one that Ahmed Best hosts? The Jedi Temple Challenge?
Yeah.
I'll
do an Endor one. It's got to be an Endor.
Like
Who wants to be an Ewok?
A rebel scout. I like this. Okay.
Ewok,
if anybody has any ideas for like amazing
Ricochet.
or really trashy like reality holo series that they'd like to see in the Star Wars galaxy, let me know.
Please hit us up on Tumblr, Instagram, whatever. We love this. It's fun. Ready for the actual question?
Yeah. Let's actually get to it.
Jump in.
Sorry, guys. I was simping real hard.
Okay, what if it was like Project Runway, but on Naboo? So it was like Padme level fashion.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Distracted.
Now I got excited thinking about all our shows.
Carry on.
All right. So, would you guys want to take Kadala with you? Would you want her to stay on Tabasco? What do you think would be best for her?
100% what happened. I'm glad that it kind of played out the way I said this is what I would do, where she just kind of warned the parents without really saying it, but enough that they got the message. Just like keep an eye on her, don't do anything. She kind of told the girl in a way she understood, like don't be suspicious, be suspicious, and watch out for shadows. Exactly what I would have done, and then leave her behind. Yes, like if you are Ahsoka, you're about to get into all kinds of trouble, head into all kinds of dangerous situations. You've drawn attention to yourself way too much, and people are going to be after you. You're going to constantly be on this like on the run lifestyle, this fugitive, dangerous, and she can't keep her nose out of trouble. She's always jumping in to help people, which is not safe for her. Do not put a child into that situation. Like, she's safer with her family, just kind of on the DL, especially since her family kind of knows how to keep secrets from the Empire. And she knows that because they've been running these operations and being as sneaky as they can about it, they can do this too. It's a lot safer for her there than it would be to take her with.
The way it was written in the book, I think it was the perfect way to go about it, because she still has priorities that she needs to get through. So and I've already stated my previous answers to this, like in past episodes, I would probably bring the child with me. So I'm going to give everybody a different version of my answer. So spoiler alerts, if you haven't watched, this is how it's going to go down. Jedi, Hood, come back to the Fardis, establishment home, and then with my lightsaber, take down whatever empire I can, swoosh down, swoosh up, block, just to get to this child, and then look the father in the face, Mr. Farty, and definitely
Instead of taking your kid.
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, ask nicely.
Yeah, ask nicely. I'm not gonna do it the way Luke Skywalker did it. Say, your force has a child. I must take the child now.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
And he'll be like, "Are you a Jedi?"
What's
like,
a
darn
Jedi?
right.
I'm just gonna do
Don't
a nod.
tell
I'm not even
anybody.
gonna say anything.
You didn't see anything.
I'm not even gonna give them a chance to ask my name. Just nod my head.
Mysterious, like but you should like never even pull your hood up. Just
Right,
stay mysterious.
Right.
Cool.
For all I know, you could be some Sith.
True. Don't trust anybody. I like it.
Mystery. Jasmine, what's up?
I think after everything is said and done, I would probably go back for her, or at least wait until she's kind of older, and then try to go check in on her, see if it's safe enough.
Yeah.
And depending on how things are going, if she's old enough that she can at least kind of handle herself, then I would then I'd be like, I can take her. I could try to train her. I can't promise she's safe, but then again, the Empire's here on your planet. I don't know how safe she's going to be with you guys anyway. So it would be like 50-50 toss up. But like Ronald, I would ask, do you want me to take her? Because who knows, like her abilities could either keep developing or they could go away. You never know, especially because if they're not going to be trained.
Right. And until it awakens again, right?
Yeah. So I would go back a few years later.
Whole another trilogy.
Go back a few years later, be like, I'm here to help.
Like, how are things going?
I like that. I like that.
Still here. That's good.
So I would do that.
Good.
Ready for the next one?
Sure.
So the whole cave scene, wow, that was depressing. That was something.
Oh, that cave. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to my husband for, being practical and everything, but damn, that was depressing.
It was a little shocking, to be honest. Like, I feel like this book is just like shifting tones all the time. Like, one minute it kind of seems very carefree and young and very YA, and then sometimes it's just dark and gritty and gross. And I'm like, geez Louise, where did this come from? So yeah, that was pretty sad.
So what do you guys think Miara will do when she wakes up? I mean, she's gonna be alone, surrounded by dead bodies. Her sister's gonna be gone.
If it was any other character, and based on what we were kind of briefly insinuated happened before, when she found out her sister was missing, that she really wanted to like scream and run down and find her and do something about it, and that people had to subdue her and stop her. Now she doesn't have anybody there to stop her. So I think on pure instinct and emotion, she would probably just go crazy, just like, and especially the trauma of seeing everybody else and knowing you're alone and, you know, all your cover's blown. Like, what are you going to do? You know, I would say she would run down there, try to pick a fight, try to figure out where her sister is, try to get in. But I think she's also trying to sell us on the fact that this child is like more mature than the adults and smarter and all this kind of stuff, which I'm like, here we go again. So she's probably going to come up with some genius plan and way to signal Ahsoka and be really sneaky and covert, which I don't find as interesting. So I'm hoping she goes the emotional crazy route and gets killed.
Damn, you want the kid to die?
Everybody else did. Why not like the one that would really mean something? We didn't really know any of those other characters and didn't really care about them. So if you really wanted something to motivate Kaden, because she was almost completely unmoved by the other people's deaths. She was grossed out, but she kept her cool and like was reasoning with the Inquisitor and was like, okay, I'll go with you, and was kind of sassing him and trying to, and walked down of her own accord. Like, if you really wanted to break her, kill the sister. Like, if you really want an emotional reaction from your audience and from Ahsoka and from Kaden, kill the sister.
Damn.
Oh man, we're about to get dark up in here. So let me give my answer again as a visual learning aid for
Oh boy,
people watching this. So let me first say, Rada. It was a peaceful life. It's a farming life. Till they all had to hide. Until the Inquisitor came and got my boy Colvin and sliced him clean.
Oh yeah,
no
that was
inside, just sliced him clean. Rest in
Poor
peace. But yes, I am with you there. If you want to have Kaden really for her to have like some meaning, some purpose in life moving forward, you got to kill off the sister so that she can not take revenge, but maybe walk with Ahsoka and then be in the fight somehow. Be in the fight because we're kind of like already seeing some type of rebellion forming, sort of. But so, and Ahsoka's not even part of anything yet. So that's what Kaden could bring to the table. I didn't have a purpose. Like, I think with the sisters in Rada, that's their life. There's nothing past going that, unless you want to, sorry to say, Death Star it and then join the rebellion at the end, right?
But they've kind of established there's no more future on Rada. They've completely ruined the ground that they used to grow their crops in. So everybody has to think of something to do after this.
Yeah, I think this small moon, man, like they completely ruined, but like just the empire just taking step in this little moon. So yeah, just go away with it. Everybody will have a purpose if they join our boy an Alderaan. But yeah, well, that may be another future question. So I'll leave it at that.
See if we get there.
I'm hoping that when she wakes up, like you guys pointed out last time, she just wanted to go running, screaming. I'm hoping that this would be a wake-up call for her to be like, I can't act as irrationally as I wanted to before, as everyone else has before me, Hoban. I mean, RIP, but you're dumb.
Nira.
All freaking dumb.
So my hope for her is that after she wakes up, that she'll sneak back into town, to Zelda, or what was the guy's name? Vartan?
Yeah, Vartan.
So hopefully she'll go to one
Armenian
of them.
alien.
And maybe they'll get a group together or something, but I hope that she's more rational about everything. And then since we're talking about predictions with the sisters, Kaden kept saying, like, if I see them torturing her, I'll tell them everything. So part of me wants her to die instead. I want her to sacrifice herself for Ahsoka, for Miara.
Yeah.
And then who knows, maybe in the end, Miara would end up with Bail Organa and the resistance that he's trying to build something. I want Kaden to sacrifice herself because I feel like that's not something she would have ever quite considered. Like her thought process is always me and my sister together, alive. So if it's the younger one who has to be saved, I think that would be really interesting. And then, her expertise could be used elsewhere.
You're right. She's the only one with an actual skill.
That's
So
true. That's so true.
she would be more
Building
useful.
doors.
I like it.
She could be a construction, building, rebellion, blast
Bombs.
doors, I think.
Blast
Blast
doors.
doors.
Be like a weapons expert for them. That'd be really cool.
Blast doors will make you money in the rebellion.
And I feel
No
like she
doubt.
could do it because she would be like, in honor of my sister, my family, everything that they
She'd
went
have
through.
a
I
reason
don't
to
want other
fight.
families to go through it. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
a reason for her.
Yeah, I got the perfect
I like
name for
that.
it. Lartes blast doors.
It's not gonna start a business.
So you could
You
either
never
go
know.
Empire, you could go Rebellion, whichever you want to go to go.
I mean,
The
she
Black
could do
Sun.
both.
They probably need blast doors. Probably pay
maybe.
really well.
Watch Hondo find her, adopt her, like he tried to do with Ezra, like he tries to do with everyone.
Oh man,
It could happen. We'll see.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, what are your predictions for Bail and Ahsoka's meeting?
Well, let's see. I do believe we are seeing the beginnings of the capital R official rebellion. I think they are setting up the organized structure of it, and that Ahsoka is going to keep doing what she's doing, running around, but kind of as an agent, gathering in information. I know this is part of the show. She's like a secret informant or something, Fulcrum, I guess. So I'm thinking this is the beginnings of that. Am I wrong? Is that not what
Yeah.
happens?
It's someone else.
Isn't it?
It's not her.
Isn't it a title though that like certain people get, and wasn't she one of them?
So the person that you're thinking of is not Ahsoka, but she did help with stuff like that.
I thought she was like a secret contact for people. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think that's what she's gonna start doing. I think instead of just up until this point, she's kind of just been wandering around, just trying to not get on the radar, but really not having a purpose other than find someplace quiet and lay low. But now she's gonna have a mission, which is what she's been lacking, which is what she grew up always having, is a set of objectives and a goal and something that she can tell when she's accomplished it. So missions for this new secret rebellion with Bail kind of as the organizer, and then she's out in the field doing all the stuff while he maintains a clean nose in the Senate and tries not to be suspicious.
Yes, this is a day of agreeing with Megan, I think. Because of the shows and all the games and everything that I know of, and knowing of what I know of Ahsoka, I thought of it that way too while reading it, or reading that endpoint. Meeting at the office. I think that's all she can bring to the table, because the New Hope hasn't arrived yet, so we cannot show that the Jedi are still out and about doing things. So what better way to put these Jedis is kind of put them in the same way you have the Inquisitors. If the Inquisitors are hunting Force-sensitive children down, then you just take these Jedi, who's the rebellion version of these Inquisitors, to also do the same thing, and also help out with other planets, try to get people to come recruit them to the cause, kind of thing. If this is, like you said, the first stages of the capital R, I think that's what Ahsoka can bring. And I would love to see that story even more because we already know what happens. We the new we're still waiting for the new hope to
Mhm.
come. He has not arrived yet. So I think Ahsoka's best plan: stay low, lay low, and work in the shadows, work in fulcrum. I do hope that this book does somewhat do something where they mention that, and that would be great. It'd be a great ending to this book, I think.
Mhm. Nice. Yeah, that would be really cool. In Rebels, she's already part of the rebellion and everything. And I always wondered, like, how did she end up there?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, me too.
like how you guys said, I think that this is going to be the start. After she takes care of her business on Rada, I think that she's probably gonna start doing stuff for Bail. I mean, what else does she have to lose?
Right.
You know, she knows him. She knows that Padme, someone that she was pretty close to, trusted him. So hopefully this meeting will be the start of that. You know, I think
Yeah.
that'd be really nice.
Seems like the
Yeah.
right part in the timeline to kind of get that going.
Yeah.
Right. Sexy too. I think you said it best. I think, and why should I said this in my answer? It came from yours though. So I'm kind of cheating off of you.
Oh, give her credit.
I think the best person you can connect yourself to this rebellion is the person who started the rebellion with Bail at the start of A New Hope. This is where she can get to meet Princess Leia, the daughter of Padme.
Yeah.
Man, and I think if that happens, whoa, we have a lot to think about, like moving forward with what we know again. So hopefully that comes into play. But
That'd be
again,
an
great answer.
interesting meeting.
Great answer, Jasmine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what we all said. Basically the same thing, and it's really
Mhm.
nice that we all are excited for that, and have the same prediction. It's really nice.
Yeah.
We finally
once they
agree on
explain this-
something.
Finally. I thought you were going to make something else up just so that you could be the odd man out.
Just feel like, you know what? I have to be different. I'm going to say this and this.
Yeah.
No, we are all flying the same direction on this one. Well, and apparently I need a little more education on my Rebels.
Watch the TV
lore.
shows. They're short episodes. Watch them. Hey
I'm
guys,
just gonna-
Not
put in
my
the
thing.
comment section if you
Yeah.
think Megan should watch the Clone Wars and Rebels.
Banner, banner, banner. Yes.
That could be
Please.
like a whole new series on our channel. Is just like Megan's reactions to watching
I
Rebels.
mean, why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
we could do that.
Could be.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, Megan. I'm gonna need a 22 pickup. Leave it at that.
Y'all and your inside jokes. I don't know what's going on here.
You could be part of them, but you don't watch the shows.
Watch them Rebels,
Hashtag Megan watch the TV shows.
especially
We'll see.
Rebels.
Clone Wars first and then Rebels.
Okay,
Oh my
I'll take it.
gosh.
Just so she can know Ahsoka and her story a little
It's
bit
a
better.
long
This is true.
project.
Come on, sassy Obi-Wan, Anakin and Obi-Wan shenanigans together. More Jedi, more senators, more cool stuff.
Mm. I don't know if my eyes can handle it.
Yes, they can.
Why couldn't they just make it a more attractive style?
I
Why
don't
is
know,
everybody got to
early
be so
animation.
ugly?
Early animation.
Ugh.
Hey, season
It's-
7, people be looking pretty good. So
It's beautiful,
for-
by the way. Yeah, stay on target. Let's go.
Right. Anyway,
Last question, guys. We are in the last few chapters of the book. Final predictions. Let's go.
that's tough. Okay, yeah. So next bit of reading is taking us all the way to the end. If we hadn't kept following the actions of the people on Rada, I would almost predict that she wouldn't go back, because she seems to just be establishing this whole other storyline for herself, and she really has no reason to go back. And in fact, it would almost complicate things more for them if she showed back up and would be more suspicious. So I don't know, like if I were her at this point, after all this time she spent doing something else, don't go back there and, you know, draw attention to what's going on. Like, stay far, far away from people you don't want to get hurt, you know? But I think that she has to. I think the fact that the book has kept following the events of the characters, you know, going through what they're going through there means that she's going to show back up and do something. So I'm liking what we both came up with, Jazz, that both sisters aren't making out of this. It's got to be one of them. And I almost like your version better. It makes more sense because Miara would be more useful to Ahsoka's cause. She would have saved at least one little girl if she couldn't go back for Hadala. But I would almost be interested to see if this toughens Kaden up.
Yeah.
Kaden kind of seems to be just like this soft older sister, protective, don't take a lot of risks kind of character. And if she finally lost that last thing that was holding her back, like what would she be capable of? You know, she's kind of the dark horse in this because we really don't know because she's never pushed herself. So it would be interesting to see what she could become if she wasn't constantly trying to look out for her sister. So yeah, I'm thinking Ahsoka goes back, has a showdown with the Inquisitor, because I need a matchup between them. I need to see how this stacks up. And then leaves with one of the sisters. But which one? I don't know. So that's my guess. And then that her and Bail start the beginnings of the secret rebellion officially.
I like it. Blast doors. Close the blast doors. Let's see here. I was thinking a lot while I was listening to that wonderful answer.
Oh, and just zoning out.
No, I was really listening. I like how we agree with Jasmine's way. Like, I was thinking still blast doors as if we.
You want her to start that business.
As you said, Kaden.
Oh, that could be the other show, Space Shark Tank.
Yes.
Nice.
And she can come pitch her blast door business. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
The sexy Wookiees as the sharks.
Yeah,
my God!
we
Yes,
could be the investors.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm down.
Senators. Okay. With the. Wow, there's a lot to go to, and I'm just gonna briefly touch because for me, I want to go a different way. I don't want to talk about any more about the sisters, but I agree also with the Kaden needs to toughen up. You're the older sister, but also Ahsoka, kind of like I think Ahsoka's the way to show what strong is, you know, what brave is, and that's where Kaden could take a lot if Ahsoka and Kaden meet again. So many. Black Sun, I don't even know where to begin. The two what are the Bail Organa's? No, not anymore. Okay. So Bail Organa's two pilots, like, do they still have anything? Does R2 still have anything, or is R2 done? Is going through my mind. So many going through my mind right now. Hold on. But let's go back to Empire. I want to give Janeth a chance, Pilar, to really fix probably double agent something, angry at this Inquisitor, joins rebellion, gives information to the rebellion. Hopefully that's something. If we're talking about redeeming, like Janeth, redeem yourself.
Interesting.
This Inquisitor, I want to see an epic fight. Ahsoka, you need to find lightsabers first of all. Don't be using no metal batons or anything. That's not going to cut it. You have to find some lightsabers pronto before meeting this Inquisitor. And Bail Organa, yeah, I definitely want to see, shout outs to Jimmy Smiths, that we need to see Bail Organa start this, his side, the Alderaanian side of this rebellion, and then what he brings to the table. I'm excited. I'm thinking Rogue One. I'm picturing Bail Organa in the Rogue One, just ready to go, like
Okay,
full
yeah.
rebel. No more senator undercover, but
Yeah.
like full Rogue One. Like
This is the
style.
beginnings of that. That's what I'm sensing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So my predictions are that Ahsoka and Bail are gonna establish something, but she's like, first, I have some business I need to take care of. There has to be some kind of epic showdown between her and Sixth, because if there's not,
Has
I'm
to
gonna be
be.
really upset.
Yeah, do not set this up and not pay it off.
Yeah,
will die.
I have faith in EK Johnson. She'll do it. Because then why else have him if there's not going to be something epic and cool? So that's my prediction. She's gonna set something up with Bail. She's gonna be like, you know what, I'm in, but first I have business to take care of. I'm super sure one of the sisters is gonna die. If they make it out alive, I guess I won't be too mad as long as it like toughens them up and they figure something out with their lives. But
I'm gonna be mad.
pretty sure one of them is probably gonna die.
Like if you just like mercilessly killed off every other single named character that we know except for the two guys back at the village, and then these two yahoos make it out, I'm gonna be like, come on, kill somebody we care about. Like have some guts.
They did. Colvin.
have some guts.
That's right. Somebody that Ronald cared about died.
It's already over.
That's right. He's like, I don't care. Throw the book away now. It's done.
He's like, I'm good. This is no. So what's gonna happen? I predict she's gonna have lightsabers, and that's not a spoiler because it's on the cover. So don't come at me, guys.
True. That kind of gives it away, huh?
She needs her lightsabers.
I am really because I agree with you. I think she's gonna get her lightsabers, and totally like the more it happens, the more they keep drawing attention to this bag of junk that she has, the more I'm like 100% that's gonna be lightsabers. Where is she going to get these crystals?
I hope it's something really cool. And I hope she doesn't ignite the lightsabers until like a really epic moment. Maybe when she's in front of Sixth and then she pulls them out.
And he'll be like, you don't even have lightsabers. And then she's like, oh yeah.
Well, she'll be like, oh, think again.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I need that moment.
So I think those are my predictions. Not too many because there's not too many chapters left, but I think that it's going to be a good book. It's going to be a good ending. I am very excited.
I think it's going to be a big old setup is what it all is. Like it'll wrap up some things from this, but really it's going to be just a big setup for like, and then there's a rebellion and Princess Leia. So.
Oh my gosh. I hope they have at least another little scene with Leia. I would love that so much.
Maybe. I don't want it overdone. It was almost just right having that one little glimpse where they didn't interact with her too much. But yeah, like I wouldn't hate seeing
like
her
what
again.
if he had like a hollow image of her, like, and he like after something epic happened or something, and he just looks at it, like even if it's something that small, be like, yes.
And I want Ahsoka to be like, I didn't know you guys had a daughter, congratulations, and him to be like, should I tell her? And then deciding not to, like, ooh, if he's just like, yep, we totally had a baby. Yep.
Right.
Well, okay, she never knows.
One last question, one real quick question.
Yes, go do it.
Do you think through Leia's Force signature, do you think Ahsoka would be able to at least get an inkling that could be Padme and Anakin's kid?
No.
No?
The fact that Vader couldn't determine it, I don't think Ahsoka could. I think Leia's got it on the like totally.
But Vader hasn't been close enough to Leia.
No, like in A New Hope.
Oh, okay.
They're like straight up, they interact a lot.
But then that's years and years later. This is only a few years where things are still fresh enough.
Maybe. And like if you want to use that as the excuse,
think about it, like,
I could buy it. But
in A New Hope, Leia has very strong will, very strong mind. But you know, as a baby, like how much can she really protect her mind and personality?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she would recognize it. She might be like, oh, your kid's like really strong in the Force. But like, would it have a genetic imprint that would feel familiar? Like, is that how it works? That's not how the Force works. I have no idea.
Okay, Han Solo.
Well, we will soon find out because from this point on, we're just reading straight till the end of the book. So for next week, just finish Ahsoka and come ready to discuss the end of this book and what it means for the beginning of the rebellion and the upcoming films that we know so much about and the setup for all the characters therein. So yeah, that is your assignment for the week. Again, if you think of any more good reality holo series, like I bet we could brainstorm some more. So let's keep those coming in the comments. And Ronald, play some video games this week.
We're coming back.
You are almost
Stay
done
tuned.
with Squadrons.
Stay
So, we got things to look forward to here. Otherwise, we will see you next week on Sexy Wookiee Squadron Book Club, where we will be finishing Ahsoka and announcing our next book. So get ready for that. In the meantime, we are out. So, Sexy Wookiees, bye. Sexy Wookiees.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
I just thought of a new show, Real Housewives of Coruscant.